It's a B word. That type of soul, and it has this looking like a goat head and horns. I will put it up here. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am in Jamaica. My name is June. I'm driving, as you can see, so I need your company. We have a lot of things to talk about. Today is August 2. Yesterday was Emancipation Day in Jamaica. Emancipation of ourselves from slavery. We have kept that day as a memorial for our emancipation. There's a park named Emancipation Park, and it has cute, beautiful statues, our statues of freedom. I'll show you in this video. All right. Now, the popping story that has kept us glued to our televisions, our radios, our phones is one about this missing girl, Donna Lee Donaldson. She's still missing, but a lot of developments have taken place since. The legal aspect of this whole scenario has started to play out. I don't get involved in legalities because I am no authority on that subject. I can tell you that one person who the media, has really been calling out to answer questions about this girl, this person who is the alleged boyfriend of the missing girl, Donna Lee. He was taken into custody last week, Wednesday. He was charged today for Donna's murder. He will have some question and answer session on August 3. So outside of that, I really know nothing else. Another person whose name is being called, a female, she will also have a question and answer session tomorrow, or an interview tomorrow, August 3. So we await the outcome of these. We see what happens. I'll tell you what happened. But remember, I am not getting into legalities and what the court system should do and who should do this and who. I don't know anything about that. My mission here, as far as this situation is concerned, is to keep you abreast of what is happening for Donna Lee, whether she's still missing or whether we have heard anything from her. Up to this point, nothing. Nothing has been heard. There's another lady who went missing on January 6th, a mother of 4. Her name is Mrs. McCullough. Her remains were found. These remains were identified by DNA and their clothing. So she has been found, positively identified by DNA. And other persons are still missing. I don't know how many have returned home or how many has returned home. But I haven't heard any news to say anyone has returned home. But as I said in a previous video, when many of these persons do go home, they don't come and let us know that, hey, look, this person has returned home. And this was the reason for his or her disappearance. We don't get that type of information. You remember a couple years ago, maybe when they were moving the front gate to the Jamaica Defense Force camp on South Camp Road, they were moving the gate from one place and they were making another gate further along the roadway. You can recall some sword which they considered to be a highly spiritual sword. That sword was used by persons, of a certain type of spirituality. And that whoever has this sword or found this sword, or whichever country this sword was found in, that country would be in for a lot of bloodletting. That's the rumors, or that was the argument that was being circulating at that time. I don't know the fact of this matter, but a lot of furor went on about this sword. They have it on exhibition for the media and whosoever wished to look at it. Yeah, it was really a kind of fascinating object, if I can say that. I will look it up and put it up for us to have a look. I don't know if the fact that this sword was found here has anything to do with the level of violent crimes that we are experiencing right now in the country. A lot of bloodletting. Just Saturday. Oh boy, Saturday was a very sad day in this country. Saturday, July 31. We had the funeral for 5 persons, a mother and her kids. There were 4 caskets in the church. One was with the mother and her baby, and 3 other caskets of 3 of her other children. It was quite an event. Huge. People turned out in their numbers. Yeah, some persons have not even reached the place of internment because of the buildup of traffic. It was just a chaotic scene. And you know, it brought to my memory 2 years ago when my parents passed and we had 2 hearses bringing the bodies in our small community. This was a first time in the community, and it was quite a dramatic event. It was not sad in the sense that my parents were elderly, they have lived a good life, but the mere fact that we had these 2 hearses, my parents, it was sad in a happy way, or happy in a sad way, whichever way. It was not a mournful situation. It was, we were at peace. But having 2 caskets, that was dramatic. Now consider 4, and the circumstances of the death of these individuals. It can't be compared to that of my parents at all. You can go and look it up. It's quite a sad case. It's very sad. 5 members of a family, a mother and her 4 kids, stabbed and slashed to death by a family member. Yeah, we can say a family member because one person has confessed to the crime. So I can safely say a family member. It is disheartening. It is very, 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 very disheartening. But what to do, you know? I don't know if this sword, whatever the argument against the sword, I don't know. But persons who claim to be spiritualists, they are convinced that the fact that this sword was found here, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on here. But hey, we look within ourselves to find peace. We look within ourselves to find a place to actually internalize and to try to make sense of what is happening. What kind of world are we living in? I know serious crimes are happening all over the world, you know. Yeah, but Jamaica is a small place, just over 3 million persons living here. I don't know the statistics to tell you about the rate of crime in this country and how many persons have died, but it is disheartening. So we go back to the Donna Lee case now. She has been missing now going maybe 3 weeks. Yeah? Not a trace, not a sound. Nobody has any new information. We don't know. There's a lot of talks going around, and even talked about human trafficking and organ selling. Yeah, persons are being kidnapped and, you know, their organs being traded. I don't know if anything is like that. I don't know. That's just talks. Because you know that we won't get all of the talks. We won't get all of the information at all. But that's the way it is. So how have you been doing? Edward Saga Highway. I'm taking this part of the highway and I'll be exiting at some other point. I am coming in from Ocho Rios. I'm heading into Kingston. So this was my little wrap with you this morning. I hope that we will stay safe. I hope that we all will continue praying for the family of Donna Lee. Know that they are treating the situation as a murder homicide. Yeah, homicide situation. Then we have a lot of praying to do for comfort and peace of mind for the family. Let's join hands and heart as we go through this period of bereavement with them. Stay blessed. I'm June, sending you love.